Testing. Check. Testing, 1, 2, testing. Testing. Testing, 1, 2. Check. And good evening and welcome to Osseo Fairchild High School, where tonight it is a Division IV sectional semifinal as the Neillsville Warriors get set to take on the Fall Creek Crickets. Larry Hazer along with Darren Horn here tonight, and Darren, looks like it could be a good one here tonight. Fall Creek coming out of the western Clover Belt, Neillsville out of the east. Fall Creek, kind of a upstart team here, knocking off a 4 seed and also the 1 seed.
Yeah, and just from what I was looking at on the floor here, they got a couple nice tall girls that are going to play underneath that Valrath girl. I'm curious to see what kind of an effect she's going to have down low against girls such as Paige Voigt and Abby Kep, if they're going to be able to stop her down low.
Tonight's game courtesy of our WIAA tournament sponsors, who include the Sports Den, South Central Avenue, Marshfield, Dan Herbrand Agency, Independent Insurance Agency and Certified Financial Planner, Neillsville, Dental Clinic of Marshfield, Stratford, and Neillsville, and G&S Trucking and Opel Sand and Gravel, Neillsville, Aggregate Landscape, Rock and Lime, from driveways to highways, and landscaping. Other games going on around the area tonight in girls basketball. Some area teams still alive in the tournament sectional semifinals. In Division 5 tonight, Blair Taylor is taking on Bangor at Independence. Assumption taking on Edgar. That game was moved. It was originally at Wausau West. That game now going to be played at Marshfield tonight. McDonald Central is taking on Prairie Farm at Colfax. In Division 4, one other game featuring an area team, and that is Westfield taking on Auburndale tonight at Amherst. And Altoona is taking on West Salem tonight at Wisconsin Dells. Winners of tonight's games move on to the sectional final on Saturday. One game away from state when you get there on Saturday. Neillsville finished 16-0 in the Eastern Clover Belt. Fall Creek finished in third in the West at 9-5. But again, they knocked off the 4 seed Durand and also the 1 seed in Osseo Fairchild in the regional final to get here to this sectional semifinal here tonight. Neillsville, meanwhile, they were able to get by Mondovi, and then they beat Colfax in the regional final on Saturday night in a very good game. I know you mentioned it at the end of that game, that excellent basketball game, 39-36. It came right down to the wire.
Yeah, you kind of got that vibe just going into halftime. Colfax got a little momentum. They found a few things that were working for them, and it did. It came right down to the wire, and what a game to watch and a call. It was one of the best high school games that I've been a part of.
39-36, Neillsville wins it, and they are here at the sectional semifinal for the 4th straight year, but this is as far as they've gotten in those 4 years.
Well,
Colby was one of them. St. Croix Falls was one of them. Memory serves me here. Melrose Monduro was one of them that they got knocked out by. So, it's one of those games that you like to get over the hump here and get to that next level.
Yeah, and I think they deserve it. They've played their hearts out all year long. Now, true, they've had some, in conference games that were never really in doubt from the get-go. But now that they've shown their wares in the playoffs, now is when they gotta have it all put together. And I can't just depend on one girl to step up that one particular night. They need a couple girls to step up, and if they want to advance past this sectional semifinal, they're going to need that tonight.
And that's something that Neillsville has done. You look at some of their box scores, and one night it might be Paris Opelt, one night it might be Mia Trunkel, another night it might be Emma Mosley. Even Delaney Rochester has gotten into the scoring column as far as a leading scorer. So they kind of spread it out as far as who is going to be the leading scorer. And I think it's a case of Coach Geyer just, whoever was hot, hopefully they can ride them.
And that was the last time we were here doing the crossover game. Paris Opelt had 31 points that night. She could do no wrong, and she felt it. And her teammates knew that. So she was the go-to person, and it just worked out well. But they're going to need a couple of them to step up for sure tonight and have a good game and eliminate the turnovers. That was been kind of haunting them a little bit the last couple of weeks. Now, last game wasn't quite as bad, but the game before was pretty bad. They can get rid of, taking the travels or turning the ball over on bad lackadaisical passing. I think they'll be fine. I'm still curious as to, the little matchup that's going to happen down in the paint with Paige Voigt up against this Gianna Vollrath. I'm really looking forward to that battle.
Tonight's game, courtesy of our WIAA tournament sponsors, Domini Automotive Loyal. You're going to love the ride. Drescher BP and Convenience Store, corner of 10, 7395 Neillsville. Eric, some of the numbers here in this tournament, and we see all the number one teams are left in the tournament field for the girls. The number one team in Division 5 is Randolph. They're taking on Oakfield tonight. Number one team in Division 3 is Freedom. They're going against Xavier. Reedsburg is number one in Division 2. They're taking on DeForest. Reedsburg beat McFarland in the regional final 104-77. That's a girls' game.
Wow.
And Division 1, Hortonville probably has the toughest matchup because they're going against another team that's in the top 10. They're taking on number 10 Neenah tonight. But all 5 divisions have their number one teams left, including Division 4, where Mineral Point is going up against number 4 Aquinas. That ought to be one heck of a sectional semifinal tonight, as Aquinas comes in with a record of 19-4, Mineral Point unbeaten at 24-0. The number 2 team in the state, Milwaukee Academy of Science, they're out. They got beat. Number 3 team, Westfield, they're going against Auburndale. Number 5 team in the state, St. Mary Catholic, goes against Bonduelle. Neillsville is the number 7 team in the state. They are taking on Fall Creek here tonight. So looking for some dandy matchups in these sectional semifinals tonight around the state. Neillsville 24-2 on the season. They have a 12-game winning streak. Their last game they lost was January 18th to McDonald Central. Fall Creek's on a 9-game winning streak. Their last loss, McDonald Central on January 25th. So both teams' last loss came to McDonald Central. 4 of the 8 losses for Fall Creek have come to
McDonald. Is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Well, now you can with Fleet Rewards. It's free to sign up and there's no credit card required. Using Fleet Rewards is easy. Earn points every time you shop. Plus, get exclusive member offers, birthday and anniversary perks, free tire rotations, and more. Download the Fleet Farm app or create an account at fleetfarm.com/rewards to start earning points today. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in Central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
And good evening and welcome back to Osseo Fairchild High School. Larry Hazer along with Darren Horn as we get set for a D4 sectional semifinal. Neillsville and Fall Creek. Let's take a look at the Warrior lineup. It'll be their usual starting 5 in Delaney Rochester, a junior. Emma Mosley, the Eastern Cornwall Conference Player of the Year. Emma Mosley, a senior. Paris Opel is a sophomore. Paris, the leading scorer for the Warriors, averaging 11 points per game. Amelia Trunkle is a junior. Mia averaging 10 points a game. She is the second leading scorer. Mosley, by the way, at 9.7 is their third leading scorer. Paige Voigt is a sophomore. And you mentioned that matchup they're going to have down low with Gianna Vollrath, a senior. And it'll be interesting to see Vollrath 8.8 points per game for the Crickets.
Yeah, and Paige is no pushover down low. She's gonna hold her own ground down there. So if Vollrath's game is to push her way around, she's gonna have a battle down there.
Katie Kent is a senior. Katie averaging 9.6 points per game. Gianna Vollrath, I mentioned, 8.8 points a game. Then you've got Tori Martin. Tori Martin also averaging 9.6 points per game. Annika Steinke, another senior for Coach Jason Martzke. And rounding out their lineup is Jenna Anders, a junior. Jason Martzke heads up the Crickets. John Geyer, the Neillsville Warriors. And we were enjoying the bands earlier, a little battle of the bands. It was about a half-hour concert there they put on.
It was almost entertaining as watching a basketball game back and forth.
Back and forth. Brad Stoughton heading up the Fall Creek Cricket Band and Jeremy Lamont for Neillsville.
Both did a fine job.
Yep, alternating songs, and yeah, they both did great getting the fans ready to go here for this sectional semifinal tonight from Osseo Fairchild. Fall Creek night. Go ahead.
We're going to have Gianna Vollrath jumping against Delaney Rochester.
19-8 for the Crickets, 24-2 for the Warriors.
Look at that size difference.
Yeah, Gianna's looking down like, are you kidding me? It's almost like, as we said the last game, it's like he wins the coin flip and then defers to the second half.
Might as well just hand it to the other girl.
Yep, because doesn't really worry about that jump ball. Crickets have the ball. They're in the white uniforms with the green lettering if you're watching on Zaleski Sports tonight. Glad to have you along wherever you're at. Red uniforms for the Warriors. On the right side, that is Steinke. Vollrath out on top. Now Kent. Steinke, opening Rochester, works against Kent as she brings it across the timeline. Hands it off to Mosley. Mosley goes to Trunkle. Trunkle hands it off to Opel, top of the key. Opel working out high against Anders. Opel gets to the baseline, gets cut off. Now it's Mosley in the paint. Little jumper is good for Emma Mosley, and the Warriors on top. 2-0.
Emma will take that shot opportunity every chance she gets. She loves that shot.
Now the real test for Fall Creek is to go against this Warrior pressure defense, and they're able to get it across the timeline. Katie Kent works the right side. That is Steinke. Vollrath out on top. So goes for Martin. Martin kicks it out. No, knocked away by Trunkle into the hands of Rochester. Rochester against Kent. Gets a little pick at midcourt by Mosley. Rochester on the dribble. Still working against Kent. Top of the key. Hands it off to Opel. Paris dribbling against Anders. Now leaves it for Voigt. Voigt spins against Martin. Down inside. Opel gets free. Misses the shot. Gets it back. Goes to Mosley. Mosley from 17 off the front of the rim, no good, and the rebound collected by Vollrath. Vollrath will bring it into the front court for the Crickets. 16 minutes to go, first half, 2-0 Neillsville. Ball loose on the floor, and Delaney Rochester gets down on the floor and ties up Kent, and it's a jump ball, Warrior ball.
And they'll get that jump ball, or they'll get the possession because they put Delaney in there to jump the first one, so they automatically get the possession this time.
Maybe that's why he does that, huh?
They get the first jump ball then.
Gets that first jump ball. So the Warriors have it on offense. Mosley down the lane, blocked by Vollrath. Warriors will inbound on the baseline.
She definitely, that Vollrath girl, got her dad's height. He's a pretty tall individual, too.
And Bo Vollrath, I believe, is her brother, or at least a relative on the boys' side, tall as well. He was the Western Clorbelt Player of the Year for the Crickets. Neillsville will see them on the boys' side tomorrow night. Driving to the basket, Mia Trunkle off the glass and in.
Did a good job of going strong to the hoop that time.
Crickets will bring it up the floor against the Warriors.
No.
In the front court, picked off momentarily. Opel knocked it away, but, they're going to call a foul on the Crickets. Or on Opel. Who's it on? No foul.
No foul, I don't.
Just ball went out of bounds off of Opel. So
it'd be a travesty if they called the foul because she just read that pass all the way. Just couldn't hang on to it.
Inbound to Steinke. Now Vollrath near the center circle. Vollrath, free throw line. They work it around the arc. 2-3 zone by the Warriors. 15:07 to go here in the first half. Warriors up 4-0. Vollrath hitting a player, cutting down the lane, but Tori Martin couldn't hang on to it. Goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Warriors.
It was a nice little give and go, but she lost the handle. If she'd have hung on to it, she probably would have had a contested shot down there from Paige Voigt.
Little pressure in the backcourt. Fall Creek falls away. Mosley brings it down, dumps it down inside, and it looked like Voigt thought Mosley was going to shoot the ball. She was getting ready to get a rebound. The ball was passed to her and stolen by Fall Creek. Down inside, picked off by Trunkle. Trunkle works down 1-on-3. Now leaves it back for Mosley. Mosley pulls up, left elbow jumper is off the rim, no good. Rebound to Vollrath. Lobs it ahead for Kent into the front court. 14:29 to go, first half, 4-0 Neillsville. Anders in the corner, shot on the way is off the rim, no good. And the rebound inside collected by Tori Martin, who puts it up and in.
I think Paige Voigt needed to be a little bit more aggressive down there. She kind of stayed out of the way from it instead of going after it, and that's going to be something she's going to need to do the rest of the game.
Mosley leaves it back for Trunkle on the left wing. Trunkle guarded closely out there by Steinke. Now Mosley working against Vollrath, almost had it stolen. Mosley picks it up, and a little floater in the lane is good for Emma. 6-2 Warriors, 13:46 to go in the half. Division IV sectional semifinal. Winner moves on to play Saturday in the sectional final. Phillips and Ladysmith are playing tonight. The winner of that one plays the winner of this one. Schedule will be back here Saturday afternoon, but that could change. Down the rebound. And then loses the handle on the ball, but it was knocked away by Vollrath.
Vollrath was trying to get the call saying it was off of Paris, but the ref didn't agree. You got some full court pressure here now.
Yep. Kylie Boyer is in the ball game for the Warriors. The inbound will come to Mosley. It's man-to-man pressure, so when
They're not pressuring Mosley.
when the offensive player goes away, so does the defender. And, yeah, nobody picked up Mosley on the way out up the floor. So Boyer on the left wing. Stops near the free throw line, looks for somebody, still looks, now hands it back to Mosley. 12:57 to go, first half, 6-2 Warriors. Opelt on the left wing. Paris hands it back to Trunkle. Warriors will be very patient on offense if they have to be. Mosley goes baseline for Voigt, right side. Page backs in, now leaves it back out for Opelt. Opelt on the right wing, looks down inside for Voigt, and we're going to get a reach as Tori Martin reached around that time, trying to get that pass away. And
it's our first foul of the game.
Yep. 5.5 minutes in, first foul. Boyer looks to get it in, does to Trunkle on the right side, out on top for Mosley. Emma lost the handle on the ball, and it's picked off by Vollrath. Emma just lost it on the dribble. Kent in the paint, pulls up. No, rebound Voigt. And a foul on the rebound. It's, I believe, on Martin, her second.
Might be on her, yep.
And it is. Tori Martin just picked up her second foul.
That's one of those silly fouls underneath.
And that was a good box out by Voigt that time.
Yep.
The only way she could have got to that ball was to foul. Opelt will inbound. Mosley will bring it down for the Warriors.
They cover everybody full court except for the player
girl,
of the year.
Yeah, except for the girl bringing the ball down the floor. Trunkle hands it back to Mosley. Mosley guarded by Vollrath. Mosley works the left side. Now looks to get rid of it. Kicks it way out high for Trunkle. Trunkle thought the lane was open, but it closed up. Now Boyer is going to drive to the basket. Lay it up good. Kylie Boyer with her first two tonight. Timeout called by the Crickets. 11:47 to go here in the half. 8-2. Warriors with the lead. Tonight's game courtesy of our WIAA.
Citizens State Bank of Loyal is your independently owned community bank with locations just a short drive or walk from where you work and live. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, down and around the corner. At Citizens State Bank of Loyal, we pride ourselves in our involvement in the communities we serve. See us today in Neillsville, Marshfield, Spencer, Granton, and Loyal. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Centuries on Main.
I think that place is for sale, I thought I saw.
It could be. I don't know.
If you're looking for a nice shop to have a nice income,
there you go.
Check it out.
8-2 Warriors here with 11:47 to go, first half. Fall Creek will have the ball. Inbound to Kent. Rochester on her. Warriors will work a zone press. The Crickets able to get it across the timeline. Anders gets to the right side now. Looks to get rid of it. Goes to Vollrath in the corner. Kent, top of the key. We see Kennedy Tum in the game for the first time, a freshman for the Crickets. Anders, top of the key. Vollrath back to Anders, left wing. Hands it in the corner to Tum. Excuse me, that is Janie Ann Grossinger, who was in there as well, a junior.
You're right, that Vollrath doesn't.
Shot on the way is good, and that's Grossinger.
Vollrath doesn't spend much time down in the paint.
No. Grossinger hits the shot from the right side, 8-4 Warriors.
That was a 2?
Yep. Opelt down the lane, comes up short on the layup. And the rebound ripped down by Grossinger. What do we got? Travel called on Grossinger. They trapped her a little bit in that corner. Trunkle back in for the Warriors. 10:37 to go here in the half. Warriors lead 8-4. Sectional semifinal, Division 4 here tonight. Winner will play either Phillips or Ladysmith Saturday in the sectional final. Mosley in the paint, hands it off to Voigt. Voigt backing in, too strong on the shot though.
That's her biggest fault, is she sometimes doesn't square up to the basket. She tried shooting that one sideways, and that's not a very high percentage shot at that point.
Kent with the ball for the Crickets. Right elbow, that's Vollrath. Back to Kent, top of the key. Grosinger out to Tum. Now Kent between the circles. Vollrath, top of the key. Now they go to Tum. 3 on the way, is off the rim, no good. Rebound, Opel. Paris outlets to Rochester. Rochester on the near side. Dribbles back to the middle, now all the way to the left wing. Hands it off to Trunkel. Trunkel down the lane, stops, looks for somebody. Goes to Mosley on the right side. Mosley from 17, off the back iron, going for her own rebound, can't get it. Vollrath beat her to the ball.
She did a nice job of following her shot.
Kent from the right side, no good. Mosley with the rebound. Rochester will work it ahead to Mosley, who dribbles across the timeline. 9:10 to go, first half. Warriors up by 4. Mosley works down the lane, partially blocked, and then taken away by the Crickets. Vollrath got a hand on that shot. And the Crickets bring it back the other way. Kent near side to Tum. Now Anders back to Tum, knocked into the backcourt by the Warriors and picked up by Fall Creek. No, and over back. I thought Neillsville got a hold of that one.
Must not have got a piece of it.
So it will be Warrior ball, and they'll have it on the other end, their end of the floor on the baseline, as that ball went all the way to the other end of the floor.
It went to the other end of the floor, but never went out of bounds over there. That's why I was a little shocked that they didn't have ball out of bounds on the side here.
Sydney Subke will inbound. She's in the game for the Warriors, and that ball blocked and stolen by Fall Creek. Grosinger got it. Anders at the free throw line. Tum.
Not a good start when you just entered the game, and the first thing you do is throw it away.
Kent out on top, Vollrath. Now Kent. Kent working out on top to Tum on the right wing. Out on top for Vollrath. 8:31 left here in the first half. 8-4 Neillsville. Vollrath spins, double teamed inside, kicks it out. Tum for 3. That one's short, and Paige Voigt has the rebound. Here's Trunkel the other way for the Warriors. 8:15 left here in the half. Trunkel still on the dribble. Now goes. Hey, has it stolen by Rochester. Rochester up ahead to Opel. Opel will lay it up and in. Wow, how about that?
We got action, folks.
Looked like Vollrath was going to go down for a layup. Rochester stole it from behind, and Opel got the layup on the other end. A 4-point swing there.
Yeah, Vollrath's been doing a good job of knocking the ball away from people tonight.
Vollrath's shot is no good, as she got Trunkel on the floor that time. Her shot was no good from inside the free throw line. Warriors come back the other way, leading by 6. Opel dribbles to the basket. Double dribble is called. We're going to see Mosley back in here for the Warriors, and Opel will sit down. 7:26 to go, first half. 10-4 Neillsville.
I didn't think she picked up her dribble.
I didn't see a double dribble there.
Maybe she touched it with both hands. That's the only.
Boyer back in. Out goes Voigt. Pressure in the backcourt. Trunkel went for a steal, and Kent got away. Now Kent will leave it back for Tum. Ahead into the front court. We got a new player out there, McKenna Klowitter. Now Kent, Tum, near side Klowitter. Out on top for Vollrath. Lobs baseline for Grosinger. As they work it around, Kent's going to fire up a 3. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound Boyer. Warriors doing a good job of one and done for the Fall Creek Crickets, getting the defensive boards.
Yeah, Kylie Boyer did a nice job of not letting the trap get to her. She dribbled out of it.
Boyer down inside Subke. Subke lost the handle on the ball, and then we get a foul called on Subke.
Frustration foul. And I think she's going to see the bench for a little bit.
Sydney had a chance to go baseline that time if she made that catch, but never found the handle on the ball. So she will check out, and Katie Meyer is in. 6:44 left to go, first half, 10-4 Neillsville. Kent on the near side. Gets it across the timeline. Ahead to Tum on the right wing. Out on top, Kent. Swing it near side for Klowitter. Tum back to Klowitter, left wing. They can on who? There was 2 girls there, and it's on Boyer, I believe.
No, I think it's on.
Oh, it's on Meyer. Katie Meyer picks up the foul, her first. Warriors' second team foul. Tum will inbound, still looks, lobs it out high. Way in the backcourt, and it's stolen by Rochester. And then Rochester got hacked on the arm from behind as they tried to lob it over Rochester.
And she's quick.
They lobbed it, well, they actually tried to lob it over Trunkle, but Rochester was there to get the steal as the pass went over the head of the Fall Creek player.
Clawitter picked up the foul there. That's her first.
Mosley spinning, wanted to shoot, but then kicks it out. Warriors will run it on offense. Rochester, top of the key, little crossover to the basket, lays it up short.
Nice job of doing the crossover, but
didn't finish.
Yeah, you got to finish.
Kent out high, Vollrath. Now Grossinger in the corner. Clawitter for three. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Vollrath. Warriors will have it with 5:53 left to go here in the half. Paris Opelt.
Shots, but the defense both ways has been pretty tough.
Into the front court, Opelt works against Clawitter. Now Boyer on the left wing against Grossinger. Man-to-man defense by the Crickets. Warriors have stayed in their 2-3 zone. Trunkle on the left wing, out on top Rochester. Now Mosley. Mosley looks to lob, does to Opelt. Opelt backs down, shot on the way, no good, in and out. Vollrath with the rebound. The angle she had, she couldn't use the backboard, and it just kind of bounced off the rim. Clawitter out on top for Vollrath. 5:14 to go in the half. 10-4, Neillsville. Lob it down inside, knocked away. They tried to go into Vollrath. They had her double team. Paris Opelt knocked it into the hands of Trunkle. Trunkle tried to go outside, and there's Vollrath again with a steal.
Yeah, she's got some good hands when it comes to defense.
Into the front court come the Crickets. Vollrath. Kent on the left wing. Shot on the way for Kent. Counting down to 4.5 left to go here in the half. And as Opelt goes to the basket hard, she's fouled on her way in. And it goes against Clawitter. That'll be her second.
Must have been on the floor.
Yep. Fourth team foul against the Crickets. Anders back in for Fall Creek. Voigt back in for the Warriors. The inbound will come out high, and it goes to Trunkle. Trunkle hands it to Boyer. Boyer thought about driving in, lost the handle on the ball, and Anders has got it. No, they got a jump ball as Boyer got in there to tie her up.
That was the best thing Boyer could have done at that point. She just plain lost the ball right off her own foot.
And a timeout's going to be called. The jump ball arrow, by the way, went to Fall Creek. And the Crickets right away calling.
Help you stay warm. With 0% interest up to 60 months in qualified purchases, Custom Heating is your Ruud dealer and has the best warranties in the industry. Let Tim, Clarissa, Christy, Larry, Mark, Harry, Jason, and Robert help you today. With 25 years of service, Custom Heating and Cooling. We put the custom in customer.
Hill, I'm assuming on Saturday, if anybody would show up, who wants to ski in the rain anyways? The rainfall affects it.
All right, 10-4. Neillsville with the lead. Crickets have the ball with 4:28 to go here in the first half. Winner plays either Phillips or Ladysmith in the sectional final on Saturday. They are playing tonight at Chautauqua Weyerhaeuser. That ball tapped away and in the hands of Mosley, and it's here early on in this first half. Here's Trunkle out to Mosley. Tum lobs it ahead to Anders. Warriors have had some opportunities, but just can't get the ball to go in the basket. Have possession.
She does do that pretty well. It's like she can make up her mind while she's in the air to do that. She did have a player open.
Hands it to Opelt on the right wing. Paris dribbles to the top of the key. Gets to the left elbow. Stops, pops, and off the rim, no good. Voigt with the rebound, back up and in. Paige Voigt. Good strong move there, so we'll bring it back down the other way. It's bumped on her way in. She'll shoot two.
One way or another, she was going to get. She was going to get.
Shooter. Warriors have 3 players with 250 or more points on the season. Misses the first free throw.
Yeah, Paris just isn't feeling it tonight.
Opelt, 11 points a game for the Warriors. Second free throw for Paris is good. Vollrath. That is Steinke. Now Tum to Anders on the right wing. In the corner, Steinke back out to Tum. Near side, Anders out on top, Vollrath. Anders, Steinke, Vollrath kicks it out to Tum. She is not their leading scorer, though. Their leading scorer is Tori Martin. She's on the bench with 2 fouls. Grossinger had it in the corner, now kicks it out.
Yeah, I thought she was going to put the dribble down. She would have got the double dribble.
Vollrath, Warrior fans below us applauding the defense. Steinke. Grossinger's shot is off the rim, no good. Rebound, Voigt. And then Voigt gets tied up, or is it a foul? It's going to be a foul against Fall Creek. That'll be their 6th team foul, and it goes against Tum.
They both wanted that ball.
Yep. Mosley leaves it for Opelt. Opelt, top of the key, wants to shoot a 3, and it's off the rim, no good. And the rebound comes to Steinke. Steinke in the backcourt. Leaves it for Tum near the center circle here at Osseo Fairchild. Steinke lobs it down inside. Ball knocked away from behind by Voigt. And then Opelt has it for the Warriors. And then Opelt lost it, bringing it up the floor. She was bothered by Vollrath. Vollrath's been all over the place on the ball here tonight.
She did a good job of getting her hand in there. She noticed that she was close enough to reach it when she was getting ready to go back down court. And Paris just got a little out of control trying to regain the dribble on that one.
So the Thunder will have it with 1:25 to go here in the first half.
Crickets.
Crickets, sorry. I knew I would do that.
That's okay. It's written on the floor.
Yeah.
It's easy to do.
It may not be the last time. Anders, her shot way too strong, and the loose ball run down and last touch by Mosley. Boy, I thought Grossinger had that.
Yeah, I did too.
Was the last one to touch that.
Mosley didn't. Well, she's not a complainer typically anyway, but she didn't say a word. Just turned around and let's play.
The inbound comes to Vollrath. No, it's stolen by Rochester. Now Rochester picked up her dribble. Yeah, don't want to do that. Not back there. Minute left to go here in the half. Warriors up 13-4.
Mosley kind of stopped her dribble a little early there too.
Rochester in the corner. Dribbles out to the right wing. Goes down inside to Voigt. Voigt double team down in there. And the ball knocked away on the shot. Warriors thought there was contact. A lot of times you'll see a foul called on that.
Yep.
But not this time.
They're letting them play.
Opelt will inbound it. Lobs it out for Mosley. Working against Vollrath out there on the top of the key. Lobs down for Voigt. Voigt goes up against Grossinger. Can't this time, and it goes against Grossinger. So Voigt at the free throw line.
Now they're into the bonus too.
Page, a 52% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. 3 points for Voigt. Tomorrow night, boys basketball, Neillsville at Fall Creek. 7 o'clock game time in a regional semifinal. Second free throw good for Voigt. Right here on 92.7 WPKG and ZaleskiSports.com. Joe Anderson producing the game tonight on Zaleski Sports. Right to our right. Supplying us with stories of travels on the way up here. And on the drive by Steinke, she lost it off her knee. He's been around, Joe. He's got a lot of traveling.
He's been everywhere.
He's been everywhere now. 15-4. Neillsville by 11. 20 seconds to go here in the half. Mosley leaves it for Trunkle. The Warriors will work for one here. Trunkle back to Rochester, who hands it off to Mosley. Mosley gets to the left elbow. Down inside Voigt, who's wide open for a layup.
Excellent job of finding the open person.
1 second, and that'll do it here in the half. Boy, I bet you Fall Creek's wondering when was the last time we had just 4 points in the first half.
4 points in the first half for a team that finished third in the Western.
Running a sports camp, collecting team fees, youth or adult, Tournament Depot offers end-to-end solutions for everything you need to make running your organization a pleasure. Quick registration setup, team management, communication, leaderboard, online updates, simple and or self-check-in. Don't hate the bookkeeping process. Let us help make them painless and quick. Let us show you how easy it can be. Check us out at tournamentdepot.com or call us at 612-5...
Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, or .us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More.
Made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Neillsville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, neillsvilledairy.com. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunity, inventory, associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. They're professionals. Remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no. One man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in central Wisconsin.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese 1-8. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Really got to understand what that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, my best interest in mind.
Sports camp, collecting team fees, youth or adult, Tournament Depot offers end-to-end solutions, line updates, simple and or self-check-in. Don't hate the bookkeeping. Plus at 612-524-9981 for information.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. They are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Well, now you can with Fleet Rewards. It's free to sign up and there's no credit card required. Using Fleet Rewards is easy. Earn points every time you shop. Plus, get exclusive member offers, birthday and anniversary perks, free tire rotations, and more. Download the Fleet Farm app or create an account at fleetfarm.com/rewards to start earning points today. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955.
Citizens State Bank of Loyal, Neillsville, Marshfield, and Spencer, member FDIC. Sternweiss & Sons, ready mix concrete and decorative rock plus landscape rock. And Geshe Funeral Home, Neillsville, memorials, funeral, and celebration of life services and cremation. Tonight's game powered by the 2018 Chrysler Pacifica, the 92.7 Gross Auto Sportsmobile. Again, thanks to the guys at Gross Auto. James getting the vehicle ready for us.
Nice and clean.
For the ride over here tonight.
Comfortable ride.
Yeah, bet. Over on Highway 10.
Can't go bad. How about that Andrew Brown getting 1,000 points the other night?
Congratulations to him.
That's awesome that you can do that as a junior.
Yeah, 1,006 he has now. Neillsville and Fall Creek boys basketball tomorrow night. They'll have their hands full with the Crickets. 7 o'clock game time on 92.7 WPKG. Is that on Zaleski Sports tomorrow night too, Joe? Yep.
That's at Fall Creek.
At Fall Creek, yeah.
I thought it was going to be here, but for some reason that stuck in my head. But
yeah, you get to this time, you know where you're going to go, and then you forget where you're at. You're like those rock bands when they go to a different city and they forget what city they're in, and they're going, "Welcome Chicago!" and it's about set to go here, second half. Warriors lead 17-4.
I haven't even been paying attention if they're still having the Battle of the Bands happening here.
All right.
Both starting lineups back in. Is that what she just said?
I think that's what she just said.
We didn't see a ton of Tori Martin. She had the 2 quick fouls early in that first half and relatively quiet the rest of the half. She does have 2 points. She has half of their points.
The 46th WIAA State Girls Basketball Tournament runs March 10th through the 12th. You can get tickets online right now. Go to the WIAA website, WIAA.org. Click on the tickets link at the top of the page to order your State Girls Basketball Tournament tickets. Mosley, Trunkle. The Warriors have the ball to start this second half. Trunkle looks to get rid of it, still looks, now goes out high to Mosley. Paige Voigt led the way for the Warriors in the first half with 6 points. And she's looking for 8 as the lob comes inside, and a foul is called as Mosley lobbed it to her down the lane, and Voigt gets fouled and will shoot 2.
And that's on, just like we said, that's on Tori Martin. That's another quick foul. That's her 3rd.
Or as the PA announcer here said, Paige Voigt.
And she's sitting right by Paige's mom. Oh, she's shaking her head at the desk there.
18-4. Second free throw, no good, but Opel got the rebound. It came off high off the back iron, and Opel was able to get it for the Warriors. Mosley on the right wing. Warriors working from right to left. As we look down the floor, nice pass on the give and go that time from Mosley to Trunkle. 4 in the game for Trunkle.
They practice that a lot.
Yep. Warriors now by 16. Here's Steinke. They go across to Kent. Kent for Steinke. Back out to Kent. Now Anders on the left wing. Steinke, Vollrath, top of the key. Anders looks to work it inside, and the ball was kicked by Mosley. So the Crickets will inbound on the baseline. A lot of fans here tonight for both sides. You know it's sectional time when you get a lot of fans at the games.
Yep.
That pass over the head of Kent, out of bounds.
You'll get some fans that this might be the first game they've
Yeah,
been to all
yep.
season. Is that fair weather fans? Or
Well, you know,
bandwagon jumper?
no.
Just finally
just-
getting a chance to get out.
They just want to get out. They just want to get out and see a good game. Here's Opelt to the basket, blocked from behind by Anders, and ahead to Kent. Kent down the lane, now pulls back and leaves it for Vollrath. They go to Anders on the left wing. Anders pulls up baseline and is fouled.
I think Voigt might have got her with the body.
Voigt or Mosley, and they're going to call it on Mosley.
Oh, they do.
Emma's first team foul for the Warriors. Neillsville really didn't have all that many team fouls in the first half.
2.
Anders at the line. First one, no good. Anders on the season. Well, they don't have their percentage. Second free throw is also no good. Ball tapped around. Vollrath uses her height to get that one. And then from behind, Rochester blocks the shot.
Of all people, Rochester blocked a 3-point shot.
That could very well be her first block of the year. The inbound lobbed out high for Kent. Kent dribbles to the top of the key to Vollrath, back to Kent. Vollrath and Kent playing catch out high. Now it's Martin inside, and she is fouled. And is this one against Opel? Ooh, was there some words exchanged there? The referee kind of stepped in there.
Yeah, I missed that part.
Paris's second foul, and at the line is Martin. First one by Martin is in and out. That one rolled all the way around the rim and fell out. Student section across the way, dressed in white tonight, and they are making noise on the free throws, and we're going to get a violation.
She stepped on the free throw line.
Yep. It went in, but it didn't count.
You don't see that very often.
No. So the Warriors will bring it down against some pressure now put on by Fall Creek. In the backcourt is Rochester working against Kent. She's been doing that all night so far. Nice crossover there by Rochester. Leaves it for Voigt. Now Trunkle out high. Trunkle's going to spot up for 3. It's going to come up a little short. Mosley trying to save it and can't do it. She was on the baseline.
Good effort.
Yes, it was. That would have been a Warrior ball, too, because she tried to throw it off a Fall Creek player and it went between her legs and right in the hands of Voigt. But she stepped on the baseline, so the Crickets have it. Down inside they go. Martin's shot too strong. Rebound Mosley. Outlets to Opel. Opel almost lost it. Now Paris will dribble into the front court for Neillsville.
Yeah, they need to clean up their sloppiness. They're getting a little carried away here.
Trunkle hands it back to Voigt. Voigt working against Martin. Now Rochester out high. Rochester, Mosley, left baseline. Mosley, 17-footer. Off the rim, no good. Martin there to get the rebound. Either team very hot from outside. Shooting percentages from outside are very low.
Yeah, and Vollrath threw that one right to Paige Voigt.
So Voigt gets the steal. Trunkle back the other way for the Warriors with 14:54 to go in this second half. The Warriors up 20-4. They've outscored the Crickets so far in the second half, 3-0. As Vollrath reaches in against Voigt, or against Opel, got the steal. Anders the other way, lays it up and in, and a foul on Rochester. So Anders to the free throw line to try and complete the three-point play. Free throw by Anders is good. And the lead is 13 now for the Warriors at 20-7.
She just went to their leading scorer.
Trunkle in the right corner. Dribbles out to the free throw line. Now stops, looks for somebody. Goes to Mosley, top of the key against Volrath. Trunkle working against Tum, who's in there now. Now Mosley, baseline, left side. Mosley to Trunkle in the right corner. Back down to Mosley, baseline. Mosley wants to go baseline against Volrath. Dishes it to Voigt in the right corner. Down inside for Rochester. She stopped quickly as she got in there with the Giants. Shot on the way from the outside is no good. Voigt with the rebound, put back, and a foul. Boy, the shots from the outside for both teams. They called it on Martin, her fourth.
Fourth foul.
Voigt at the free throw line. First free throw is no good. I was just going to say, these shots from the outside, a lot of them have not even been close for either team.
Right. It's been kind of an ugly shooting night both ways.
Second free throw for Page is good. Voigt with 8 points to lead the way for the Warriors. 13:55 to go in the second half. 21-7, Neillsville. Kent, Anders on the right wing, back out Tum. Now Kent, left wing three is short. Tum gets the rebound, kicks it out to Anders. Now Kent, back out Anders on the right wing. Top of the key, Klowitter. Tum for three. That one's short, but gets her own rebound. Wants to work baseline, gets cut off. Anders crossed the lane, picked up by Kent. Shot in the lane, no good. Rebound Mosley. And now Rochester will bring it up the floor for the Crickets. 21-7 Neillsville. 13:10 left to go, second half. Opel working against Anders. Now Boyer, who's in the game for the Warriors. Works out high, hands it to Rochester. Rochester down the lane, gets cut off, and a foul is called. Rochester got hacked by somebody.
Yeah, she
Klowitter
got down in there where she was greatly outsized, but...
that's the third on Klowitter. Third team foul for the Crickets. Boyer will inbound for the Warriors. Boyer looks, still looks. And what do we get, a timeout? Or do we get a 5-second violation? No, we got a foul away from the ball on Paige Voigt. Trying to clear out to get position.
It's just her first foul, according to my records. Looks like it.
So the first on Paige.
Fourth team foul for the half.
Crickets get it across the timeline. Kent trapped near the scorer's table here. And Tum, and she was the last one to touch it. Trunkle went after it, but never touched it.
That was a good call. It was off her fingertip. She tried pulling her hand back to make it look like she didn't touch it, but she was the last to touch it.
So the Warriors get it back with 12:43 to go in this second half. This game is flying right by.
Yeah.
We're not even an hour old yet, and we're 12 and a half minutes left to go in the second half. Not a lot of timeouts in this game. Boyer, 2 so far.
Yep.
Lob for Paige Voigt. Voigt short on the shot, and Volrath collects the rebound in the corner. And Anders will bring it back the other way for Fall Creek. Ahead to Tum. Into the corner for Kent, right side. Kent with Mosley on her on this 2-3 zone. Grossinger to Anders. Out high, Volrath. Back to Anders. Kent, top of the key. Now Tum on the left wing. Dribbles to the right wing, hands it to Grossinger. Into the corner, that's Kent. Kent works to the basket, dishes it out to Anders. Now Kent, baseline, tough shot, tough angle there, and it was last touched. Whoa, he was gonna say that was Neillsville ball, and he changed his mind and said it went off Fall Creek. Mosley thought it was Neillsville ball.
Mosley can't even believe that one. You know, we've been calling Volrath's name a lot on defense, but I think she only got one shot attempt on offense.
Yeah, she hasn't even really looked to shoot the ball.
For somebody who's averaging almost 9 points a game, that seems a little unusual.
Anders, especially in this game. Anders left wing. Tum in the left corner. Now they're going to try and post up Volrath down inside. Now she comes back out to the top of the key. They go to Tum. Now Volrath, you can hear maybe the Fall Creek fans getting a little antsy on offense. They have just 7 points. And what do we got? A foul called against Boyer, I believe.
Yeah, she's battling with Volrath down there, and I don't kind of look like Volrath was going over the top of her, but they called it on Boyer.
Volrath, Coach Geyer did not like that call. Grosinger in the corner. Tries to get it outside. It's picked up by Boyer. Boyer on the other end for the Warriors. Leaves it back for Opel. Warriors will set it up on offense. So Boyer makes up for the foul by getting the steal. Lob it down for Voigt. Page turns, has it blocked. That was Grosinger who blocked it. 10:35 to go here in the half as Volrath goes down the lane, shoots, no, rebound Mosley.
Tried a little Euro step down there.
Trunkel brings it up against Volrath. Oh, nice move by Trunkel with a round-the-back dribble. That had been stolen. Here's a nice pass inside to Voigt, and she's fouled by Volrath. Paige Voigt.
She's been hacked quite a few times. That time I actually thought it was kind of clean, but.
These will be the 7th and 8th free throws attempted by Voigt here tonight. First one is good. In fact, of the 5 points the Warriors have scored in this half, 3 have been from the free throw line by Voigt. Second one for Page is good. Voigt with 10 points in the ball game, and the Warriors lead by 16. 23-7, 10:21 to go here in the half.
They're going to let her catch her breath there on the sideline now.
As Meyer is in the ball game. And I believe Paris Opel came back out there, and the ball thrown away in the backcourt by the Crickets. And Coach Martzke wants a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. 10:15 left to go.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in Central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
Table here and grabbing my shoe.
Who is that?
Kevin Dittner.
That guy's going to get kicked out of here again.
Yeah. If he's not aggravating the refs, he's aggravating the announcers.
Yep. All over the place. Boys basketball tomorrow night, Neillsville at Fall Creek. Regional semifinals, 7 o'clock. Is game time here on 92.7 WPKG and Zaleski Sports. Rochester with the ball for the Warriors. They lead by 16. Meyer works the top of the key. Now back to Rochester. Right wing Opelt. Rochester top of the key. Handed off to Trunkel. Now Meyer. Opelt back to Meyer. Meyer on the left wing. Hands it to Rochester. Hands it off to Trunkel. Now Trunkel looks to give it, and we'll go to Meyer. Now Opel. 9:37 to go here in the half. Second half, that is. And Mosley wanted to do a three-pointer, faked it, but stutter stepped before she put the ball on the floor and got whistled for the walk.
That was the right call.
Yep.
It might not be a fan favorite call, but it was the right call.
Kent in for the Crickets. Warriors putting on that pressure in the backcourt. Tum in the backcourt ahead to Volrath. Left side, Anders into the front court. She gets trapped. Now Volrath. Out to Kent, right wing three for Kent is short. Rebound Rochester. They just can't get anything to go from the outside. Neither team, actually. In fact, there's only been 6 points scored for the Warriors in this half. 3 for the Crickets. Here's Opel down the lane and knocked out of bounds.
Wow.
Opel goes to the floor and no call.
She was bumped the whole way and a lot of body contact underneath the basket.
Apparently they have been instructed to let them play here in the sectional semifinal.
Either that or the whistles broke. I'm not sure.
The P is gone. Inbound comes to Meyer. Meyer guarded closely. What a pick there by Opel. Almost put Grossinger on her backside. Here's Trunkel. Out to Mosley, top of the key against Vollrath. 8:50 to go in this second half. Here's a lob for Trunkel going along the baseline. She has to get out of there with it. Goes to Mosley, back to Trunkel. Trunkel on the move into the paint and knocked away and stolen by Anders. Trunkel tried to go across the lane with a pass, and Anders just jumped up and took it away.
Yep, she definitely knew where she was going with that one.
Kent out to Anders. Anders drives the lane, blocked by Mosley. Mosley back the other way for the Warriors.
Returning the favor.
She did the old fake. She did the fake over the head. The girl turned her head. And the fans love it over there, especially the student section. They love that.
And it happened about 10 feet from where they were standing. So
Mosley looks for a cutter. Still looks. Nothing there.
She's not going to do that to Vollrath. Vollrath is taller than her.
Trunkel hands it back to Rochester. Rochester down the lane, and they're going to say it was last touch by Rochester. And Coach Geyer is not happy at all. His girls are going in.
So much contact.
They're going down the lane, and nothing's getting called for them. 7:55 to go here in the half. The second half, that is. 23-7, Neillsville. Very low-scoring game here tonight. Kent looks to get it across the timeline and does to Anders. Anders down to Martin. Martin backing in against Mosley. Got the shot and the foul. Look out, Emma. Don't slam that ball down.
That's a good way to get a technical.
Martin gets the basket and will go to the line to try and complete the three-point play here. We're going to get a timeout called by Neillsville. 7:41 left, 23-9.
Citizens State Bank of Loyal is your independently owned community bank with locations just a short drive or walk from where you work and live. Citizens State Bank of Loyal invites you to a banking relationship that will always put you first. Personal, business, and agricultural services provided by people that live just across town and around the corner. At Citizens State Bank of Loyal, we pride ourselves in our involvement in the communities we serve. See us today in Neillsville, Marshfield, Spencer, Granton, and Loyal. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Bad news. Winter is just around the corner. Good news. Custom Heating of Neillsville and Marshfield will help you stay warm. With 0% interest up to 60 months in qualified purchases, Custom Heating is your complete heating and AC sales and service company. Serving the entire area with preventative maintenance on all brands, both commercial and residential. Custom Heating is your root dealer and has the best warranties in the industry. Let Tim, Clarissa, Christy, Larry, Mark, Harry, Jason, and Robert help you today. With 25 years of service, Custom Heating and Cooling. We put the custom in customer.
When they'll do that.
I have to assume Amory is still advancing on in the team.
Amory is one of the teams, yep.
In the wrestling.
Dick Olson has said that he thinks Amory could beat pretty much anybody in the state.
They're
that good.
They are, and they've got a lot of kids that were down at state for individual.
Yep. So Martin at the line. Her free throw is good. And it's 23-10 with 7:37 to go in this second half. Trunkel hands it off to Rochester. Voigt wanted to go inside, nothing there. Now waits for a cutter, goes to Rochester. Now Opel. Mosley gets it to Trunkel on the left wing. Mia wants to go down the lane. It's knocked away by Vollrath. Vollrath's going to bring it down against Opel. It looked like it was a travel and nothing called. She laid it up and in. Wow.
She got her first points of the game, but man, that looked like a travel.
3 officials are out there. Here is Opel. 6:50 to go. 23-12. Warriors haven't scored in a while.
The other couple hundred officials in the building thought it was a travel.
There's always several of those, isn't there? Rochester wants to get rid of it, now does to Mosley, who came to get it. Down inside, ball knocked away. They try to get it into Voigt, and Martin took it away. Here's Kent, now Vollrath. Momentum has swung a little bit here.
Yep.
Martin across to Kent, shot on the way, is off the rim, no good, but Anders gets the rebound. Anders out to Vollrath, 6:12 to go. Kent, right baseline, gets cut off by Mosley. They go quickly out to Tum for three, it's short, but another rebound and knocked away, and they're gonna get Mosley for a foul.
Oh, I didn't see that. That was looked like she had all ball there, but I'm a lot further away than the ref.
And it is a 1-and-1 here for the Crickets.
Is that Mosley's third? Yes, it is.
Mosley with three now. And Martin back at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Mosley's going to sit down with those three fouls. 6:04 to go in the half, the second half. 23-12, Neillsville. And Martin's free throw is good. Well, just like that, it's a 10-point game.
Yeah. Yep, they're getting a little rally started.
Martin will get another one here. That was the front end of the bonus. The second one is good. All right. So now a 9-point game. Ball tapped away. Tum that time reaching in there to knock that one away.
They're outscoring Neillsville 10-6 in this half. My math is correct.
In fact, they've scored the last 7 because it was 23-7. Now it's 23-14. Here's Rochester into the front court. Hands it off to Paris Opelt. Opelt hands it back to Boyer. Boyer works near the top of the key. Now Meyer. Meyer at the free throw line to Rochester. Voigt, top of the key. Voigt has it knocked away, and we're going to get a reach on Vollrath. Vollrath made contact that time, reaching in on Voigt. And that'll be the second on Gianna. And for the Crickets, they're 5th as a team.
Yeah, Vollrath's been doing a good job of knocking away. That time's just got a little bit too much of Paige Voigt.
Warriors haven't really looked to score much here lately. Just been a lot of weaving in and out, handing off. As Opelt gets inside, goes back out Rochester. Give credit a little bit to the Cricket defense here as well, though. They're not allowing the Warriors to get a good look at the basket.
No, and they're defending them clear out by the three-point line. They're not letting them get anywhere close to the basket.
Here's Voigt inside. That shot way too strong. And the loose ball picked up by the Crickets. Here's Anders. Vollrath. Kent for three, left wing. Off the rim, no good. And going after the ball, what do we got? Warrior ball. Boy, they are letting him play down there tonight.
Yeah, I guess. Wasn't it last year at St. Croix where it was such a brutal game?
Yes, it was. That's sectional semifinal.
Is this the same refs?
The inbound will come to Trunkle in the backcourt. Leaves it ahead for Opelt. Opelt down the near sideline. 4:47 to go. 23-14 Neillsville. Boyer top of the key. Boyer wants to work to the basket. Off the glass, off the rim, no good. Oh, it was there. Now Boyer bothering Tums in the backcourt. Anders gets it ahead to Vollrath. Out on top, Tum. Kent in the corner, Anders.
Just got a feeling one of these shots by Kent is gonna fall. She's shot a lot of attempts from three-point range and nothing's been falling for her.
Kent to the free throw line, spins, gets cut off, leaves it out for Vollrath. Vollrath to Tum. Tum from long range. That one is short, but the rebound, Martin puts it up and in. 23-16, 7-point lead. Here's Opel down the lane and threw it away.
Coach Geyer might want to get a little timeout.
He's going to call a timeout
here.
The Warriors just are not. Well, he didn't call one. I thought he was.
Oh, I thought he had his hand making a motion for a tee.
Inbound will come to Tum. Now Anders back to Tum. Ahead to Kent. Kent gets it across the timeline. Kent into the paint, kicks it back out. Tum to Anders. Anders right wing, out on top for Vollrath. Goes right side Anders. Anders down the lane, and what do we got? A hand check foul.
Calling it on Katie Meyer.
So that'll be the second on Meyer. Anders to the free throw line. And still bonus. 18 fouls for the Warriors. But this will be a 2-shot foul apparently. First one is good.
Wow, they've been letting them play the whole game, and now all of a sudden they're blowing the whistle anytime Neillsville's getting anywhere close to them.
Second one on the way is good for Anders. Well, they're making hay at the free throw line now. Inbound to Rochester. Rochester in the backcourt against Kent. Kent and Rochester. Rochester able to get it up the floor. Opelt has it knocked away, and Anders made contact there, and nothing called. Opelt working out high, goes to Mosley. Mosley looks inside, Opelt posting up. Opelt wants to go inside, and we get a foul called. Then it's going to go against either Anders or Vollrath. And it's on Anders, excuse me.
Now we're going to get the crowd.
Now it'll be bonus after this one for both teams now. Inbound will come out to Mosley from Rochester. Rochester gets the handoff as we count down to 3 minutes to go in this second half. Warriors lead 23-18. Boy, there's a lot of contact out there right now. And Kent knocks Rochester to the floor. And the foul is called.
It's getting brutal. It's getting ugly out here now. Wow.
Got to remind your kids to still play basketball.
Yeah. It's more but like playground stuff happening here.
Rochester to the free throw line. Warriors lead by 5. The Warriors have scored just 6 points here in this second half. Front end by Delaney is good. And they finally get off 23. Yeah. They've been on that for a long time.
They've been stuck on that for a while, that's right.
The Crickets only had 4 first half points. They've outscored the Warriors 14-7 in this second half. Second one by Delaney is in and out. Rebound, Mosley, back up and good. Emma Mosley gets the putback. And the lead is 8.
They needed that.
Yes, they did. Tum in the backcourt, ahead to Kent. Kent back to Tum. 2:45 to go. Here's Anders out to Vollrath. Vollrath kicks it back. Anders 3 on the way is off the top of the backboard. If it hits anything on the top of that backboard, it's out of play. And I think it may have hit. They have a clock on the top of the backboard here.
Yeah, it hit that black bar coming off the side of it.
When it hits that, anything that's off the backboard, it's out of play. Timeout's been called. It'll be a full timeout. 2:36 left. Second half, Neillsville on top.
Tournament, running a sports camp, collecting team fees, youth or adult, Tournament Depot offers end-to-end solutions for everything you need to make running your organization a pleasure. Quick registration setup, team management, communication, leaderboard, online updates, simple and or self-check-in. Don't hate the bookkeeping process. Let us help make them painless and quick. Let us show you how easy it can be. Check us out at tournamentdepot.com or call us at 612-524-9981 for information.
We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and more than just awards.
Winner here moves on to the sectional final Saturday against either Ladysmith or Phillips. Right now the Warriors lead by 8.
And it's turned into a lot more highly contested game here than it was the first half.
It was 17-4 at the half. It's 26-18 right now. Here's Opelt. Works the right side of the lane. Opelt looks, still looking. Hands it back to Rochester in traffic there.
Yeah,
Kent
they
is
better
all
be careful. They dang near threw it away.
Kent hands it off to Trunkle. Trunkle near the top of the key. Looks for the screen, gets it from Opelt. They do a little screen and roll. Here's Opelt off the glass. Good. They ran it perfect that time. Pick and roll. Warriors by 10. 2 minutes left. Here's Kent, right side, trapped. Kent, what did she do? Double dribble or travel, one of the two. She got trapped. Double dribble. Okay, thank you, Joe. Blocked down there by the fence in front of us here. But always a nice gym to do a game in here in Osseo.
It would be if it wasn't for looking through this railing.
Yeah. Sometimes they have the high chairs, but we didn't get them this time.
Fouls on Katie Kent.
Foul goes against Kent. Voigt will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Each team now with 8 team fouls. And it'll be a timeout on the floor. Boys basketball tomorrow night. Neillsville at Fall Creek for boys.
Neillsville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season. NeillsvilleDairy.com.
Stratford, one game.
Yeah.
Stratford beat Neillsville. Columbus beat Neillsville. Neillsville beat Columbus. Yeah, it's pretty even. That's why they play the game, Larry.
Yes, that is right. That is why they play them. All right. Voigt will be at the free throw line. The 1-and-1. Front end on the way is good. Page with 7 points at the line in this half. Check that. 5 points from the line in this half. 7 from the line in the game. She has 11 points to lead the Warriors. Second one is off the rim, no good. Rebound, Martin. Steinke the other way, 1:43 left. Warriors by 11. Steinke works to the right corner. Now looks, goes to Tum on the right wing. Tum dribbling against Rochester. Now Steinke. Out on top, Kent for 3. There it is, you mentioned it. And she got one to go.
You shoot that many of them, something's got to drop, I would think.
Lead is 8 now with 1:18 left. Trunkle working out high. And there's a foul. You got to wonder how long they were going to go before they got a foul.
Yep.
They fouled Trunkle.
Steinke, that's only her first foul on the game.
9th team foul for the Crickets. Trunkle to shoot the 1-and-1.
They're going to put everybody back. Not going to even worry about the rebound.
Mia's the front end is no good. Rebound to Martin. Here's Anders into the front court. Anders goes to Tum. You got to watch where Kent is.
Yeah, she's not afraid to shoot from way behind the arc.
Here's Tum. Her three-pointer is off the rim, no good. Long rebound, Vollrath in the corner. Kicks it out, almost stolen by Rochester. Leaves Kent open for 3. Rochester went for the steal, which left Kent open. And it's a 5-point game with 51 seconds left.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
When you want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's 2-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
They're professionals. Remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers.
If they get fouled, you would have to think that the Crickets are going to want to try and put them on the line if they can't get the steal.
Yep.
They're going to put full court pressure on.
Again, Fall Creek with no timeouts left. Warriors lead by 5. Neillsville's got to remember that. They still have the lead. Voigt gets it across the timeline, stops, and then gets hammered.
Yeah, Vollrath. She knew she had to fall right away. Not waste any more time than they need to.
Third on Vollrath.
I think that might have been a little premature. The Neillsville players were still coming down the court. They might have got a steal out of that. But.
Free throw good. It is a double bonus. Boyer in the ball game for the Warriors.
Paige Voigt is making her hay at the line tonight.
Yes, she is. Second free throw is good for Voigt. 31-24 Neillsville. 46 seconds left. They get it to Kent. Kent to Tum. Tum from long range. Short. Rebound Rochester. And they'll immediately go after. And the foul is called, and it will put Rochester at the free throw line. 10 free throws attempted by Voigt here in the second half. She's made 7 of them. She's got 13 points in the game to lead all scorers. And Rochester now to shoot 2 for Neillsville. First one on the way is good. Boy, this is when you got to make them. When they foul you and put you at the line, you got to make the free throws.
Yeah, it's a key aspect of the game there.
Second one is no good. The lead now is 8. And then Rochester fouls in the backcourt. That's not what they wanted to do.
No, that was a stupid mistake. You don't want to foul them. You're going to put them on the line, give them.
And the clock stops.
And she did it right in front of Coach Geyer. He was not happy.
So that's the 9th team foul. So it's still a 1-and-1 for Anders. And the front end is good.
Yeah, she's been a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, they haven't missed here lately. Lead is 7. Second one for Anders is off the back iron, no good. Ball tipped into the hands of Trunkel, and she's fouled, and that might have been Vollrath's 4th. It is. So this will put Trunkel at the free throw line to shoot 2.
At this point of the game, the fouls don't really matter. If you're got a chance of fouling out, you need to get the stop.
First free throw good for Trunkel. Second one coming for the junior, and that one is off the back iron. Rebound Martin. Martin ahead to Tum. 29 seconds to go. Kent can't get an open look. Now it's blocked by Trunkel. Picked up by Mosley with 15 seconds left. Trunkel on the near side. Trunkel dribbles across the timeline, lobs it ahead for Opelt. 8 seconds to go. Opelt is hacked on the arm by Kent, and the Warrior fans will get on their feet. They're moving on. Opelt will be at the free throw line to shoot the double bonus. Mortensen and Meyer are in. We're going to see Amanda Schneider. They're bringing the seniors out there right now. Skylar Hart is out there as well. So the 5 seniors will be on the floor after Opelt shoots here. Second free throw for Paris is no good. Schneider's not going to get in.
No, she's not.
Tum will shoot the 3. It'll count at the buzzer, but that'll do it. The Warriors are advancing on. 34-28 is our final.
24.
Cricket scored 24 in the second half to make it very interesting. 34-28 the final, 13 in a row for the Warriors. And they go to 25-2 on the season. I'll come back and take a look at the halftime numbers.
Neillsville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties, and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Neillsville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, neillsvilledairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Neillsville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Neillsville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.